There's a place, a school, an institution where a professor resides. One that for the past 30 years has traveled the world teaching others. A pioneer in America of the fighting science of Savate. One who codified the sports of this fighting style. One who has produced clubs, champions, and continues to develop. Listen to words of Professor Buitron.
Hey folks, I'm putting this out there for the school, and I'm going to put it out there because everybody knows me and everybody's seen what we've done in the past since the 90s with bullying. You know, I had a program that we started. We coined the term bully-proof your child, or that phrase, back in 94. And we did it because there was a lot of problems that were going on. Now, bullying comes in many, many facets. There's physical bullying, there's bullying, cyberbullying now, there's family bullying, there's bullying in school, there's bullying from coaches, there's bullying, it continues. There's workplace bullying, there's so many. But I'm going to talk to you about the most common problem that we get in martial arts. And that is, we have, this is for the schools out there that are playing in there and how to deal with it, and for the parents as well. You guys have to listen to what I'm going to tell you all. At least 5 times per week, 1 per day, if you want to go this way. Really, it might be more. I get a call from a parent here locally in Laredo with their concerns about their child being bullied. And you talk to the parent, and they're always looking to place them into martial arts, into a martial arts school. They want them to learn how to defend themselves. There's a lot of things that come with that. Okay? Before you can even learn how to fight, before you can even learn how to defend yourself, before you have to learn how to punch, you have to learn how to block, you have to learn how to, your fighting stance, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of basics for it. And a lot of parents out there think that the child's going to learn it in a week, in a month. To learn a martial art, whether for sport, whether for combative sport, whether for business, whatever, it takes time. You're going to school. Okay? A lot of Japanese instructors and senseis in Japan will tell you that once you get your black belt, now you became the student. And that philosophy, that mindset goes on. But parents think that you need to become a black belt to be able to defend themselves. That little problem, we're going to put it up here. We're going to leave it there. The problem is, it's not the bully bullying your child. It's not your child being bullied. It's you not doing anything about it. Period. Just the way it is. It's you not doing anything about it. I want to tell you why. Because laws have changed, and there's laws specifically for bullying a child in the educational system here in Texas, and I'm talking about Texas. You have to start a paper trail. You don't pick up the phone and tell the teacher, my child got bullied, how come he got bullied, where were you, who's doing this, okay, thanks. Call a martial arts school and say, my child's being bullied, here it goes, I want you to teach him a couple of things, because he's going to need to go use it. That's the mentality that's there. Listen, a parent needs to have commitment. Just like the parent, those that have concerns, have commitment, because my son needs to learn to play the violin and take him to violin lessons. Or my daughter needs to be in cheerleading classes because she's going to make the cheerleader when she's in 6th grade. So I have to put her in cheerleading now in 1st grade, because once she gets to 6th grade, she's going to be in cheerleading, because I was a cheerleader until, that kind of mentality. And so they put them in those classes. Why? They're preparing them. But yet, when it comes to bullying, there's no concern about that. Don't bring your child to a martial arts school after they've been bullied, after the fights have already occurred. Believe me, when you push somebody to the limit, 50% of those people are going to lash out and hit back. They're going to strike back. We see it over and over. So start right away. And how do you start, you, the parent, how do you start? By having discipline. It comes from you. It doesn't come from us. It has, you have to look in the mirror and say, I'm willing to take my son, my daughter to martial art classes every Tuesday, or if they're giving it every day, or twice per week, or 3 times per week at this set time, and nothing in the world is going to deviate my time frame to be there. But guess what happens? Parents come in, they start bringing them in. First week's great. Second week, they come late. Third week, they start coming later. After a month, they start missing classes. And then all of a sudden, the kid disappears. And the parent says, well, I didn't have time because of my work, my brother. The excuses are phenomenal. But your concern was to bring in your child to what? To learn how to protect himself and how to be against bullying. So I'm going to give you the 2 things on this video. 1, you have to start a paper trail in school. As soon as you complain to the teacher, you need to follow it up with an email. I'm not an attorney. I'm just telling you what you should do, what I would do. You send an email to the teacher. My son, my daughter got bullied. This is what happens. As per our conversation, you made a memorandum, and you copy it to the principal. So that's already there. So they know it's already been there. You keep it. Second time it happens, you send it to the teacher, you send it to the principal, and you send it to one of the trustees or board members of the school district. You're going to have to stop this then. You set up a meeting for you to go inside and you go talk to them about the situation. Because bullying will eventually become an assault. Eventually, it'll escalate. Okay? And a lot of kids out there do not understand that, but it's going to start moving up on scale. Now, parents, first of all, start the paper trail. Second, if you're going to take them to a martial arts school, find out time frames, when they have it, how many times they have to go, when the school is, how is the ability of your child. Some kids have 2 left feet. Hey, I have 2 left feet, I can't dance. Okay, but I can fight in the ring, I was in the ring, and stuff like that. So it's a lot of different things. And you have to make a commitment that once you take that child to a martial arts school, it's not for 1 day, it's not for 1 month, minimum 1 year. Most parents fail to bring their kids 6 months continuously to a martial arts school. Understand? The excuses are going to come up. They're going to start seeing their child become more conscientious of themselves. They're going to have more self-esteem. They're going to have more self-confidence. They might learn a couple of steps here and there. They're doing good. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to pull them out and they're going to stick them back in there. Well, the bully's still over there. And who knows if the bully's not doing martial arts itself. You have to understand what school you're bringing them to. There's schools out there that the instructors, not only because he's martial arts or teaches martial arts, has a sign outside, does he have good moral compass? You have to look it in there, go in there and research. It's not something that's pick up the phone, I'm going to take him to the cheapest one. Because if it's about cheapest one, there's other martial arts schools out there, they're going to get your money real quick, I guarantee you. And they're going to start them at very young age too. And there's an age limit. But you as a parent have to do the research. Not just pick up the phone, look at Google, or which one's the one there, let me call all of them. Okay, this one's $100, this one's $150, this one's $200, this one's $75, this one's $50, I'm going to take them to a $50 one. Okay, without even understanding what it was. Oh, you know what? This must be the place because they pick up my kids and it's $450 per month, and they pick up my kids twice a week from school. That's time saving for me. And all of a sudden, the kid's not learning anything. Understand what you're there for. Focus was bullying. If you want your kids to learn how to defend yourself, that's not always the case. But in self-defense, learning self-defense, you also have to understand that you're going to learn self-confidence, self-esteem, self-respect. Okay, so those three things go into learning self-defense. Research it. Go in there and ask questions. Can my child try a class? Find out what it is. Because number one, martial arts or fighting arts have always been taught to children throughout the ages. And guess what? They used to have tutors. They used to teach them daily. They were known as maîtres d'armes. And the nobles in France, Europe, or throughout Europe, the aristocrats, they used to go over there and teach your kids fencing, learn how to do savate, learn how to grapple, before they were even learning it alongside their other studies. So it's something that's not going to take one day. It's something that's going to be for life. Remember that. Learning one or two techniques ain't going to cut it. So with this note, I leave you this behind. One, start a paper trail. Second, if you're going to go the martial art route, research the school. If you have a kid in Laredo, bring them here anytime. We'll let them try classes. We teach 3 different arts here at Buitron Academy. One, we teach Savate, the first school of Savate here in the States. We teach Kempo, the only Kempo school in Laredo. Teach Capoeira, which was the first group of Capoeira here in Texas. So each one of them we teach in their own trajectory and by themselves. And believe me, I would love to teach your child if you're in the Laredo area. If you all wish for that to happen, give us a call, 956-401-4868. Until next time, much peace.